Good Tuesday evening, everyone. I want to give you an update on our forecast for that Arctic front that's coming Thursday night. First of all, some changes since the last forecast. The timing of that frontal passage has changed just a bit. I had been giving you that 6-hour window of time from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. I can now narrow that down to a 4-hour window of time from 8 p.m. to midnight. So notice I've backed it up an hour, 8 p.m. to midnight. Somewhere in that time frame is looking very likely the passage of this Arctic cold front. So if I had to, if I had to really put money on it, I would say about 10 p.m. is when that thing's going to come onto the plateau. But let's be careful because these Arctic fronts can speed up and slow down. So we want to give it some flexibility there on just exactly when that'll cross over. Another change, temps have trended even colder for Friday. It now looks like we will spend all of Friday in the single digits. The National Weather Service has now issued a wind chill watch for Thursday night through Friday. That's for the feels like temperatures. Take the wind coupled with the dangerously cold temperatures, and you get very, very cold wind chill factors that could lead to frostbite very quickly and even hypothermia, which could prove to be life-threatening. So we want to make sure that we take this very, very seriously. Don't be outside Friday if you don't absolutely have to. I will track that front all day Thursday to let you know where it's at. Confidence has also increased a bit for some snow. So confidence in 1 inch or less is still very high. Again, 1 inch or less. But now confidence in 1 inch or a little bit more has now risen from low to moderate. So possibly up to 2 inches of snow, but I really do believe that'll be the maximum amounts that we see from this system. And those will probably be along the western edge of the plateau in those areas from Mayland to Monterey, west of Jamestown. If you're one of those favorite areas that get more snow than anybody else when it snows, that you are more than likely going to be in that potential for 1 to 2 inches by the time this is all said and done. Again, just remember that the high temperature on Friday will be in the 5 to 9 or 10 degree range with gusty northerly winds. The favorite areas for snowfall, again, right there along that western edge of the plateau. On this map, you can see Cumberland and Fentress County right there in the middle. And then I circled in yellow the areas that are most favored for the better snowfall totals. And when I say better snowfall totals, I mean that 1 to 2 inch range. All of us could get up to an inch or so. But the areas that are most favored for the higher totals, closer to 2 inches, would be along the western edge of the plateau. Looking at our 5-day forecast, and I'll show this again in the morning, and I'll have it updated for you. Again, temperatures dropping like a rock Thursday night. The Weather Service did make a good point. The plateau will see a more dramatic temperature drop than other areas of Middle Tennessee. One reason for that is that the cold air will kind of pool up along the western edge of the plateau. Arctic air is thin, it's very heavy, and it's very dense. It's like syrup pouring across the Earth's surface. So when it encounters an obstacle like the Cumberland Plateau, it'll kind of pull up against the western edge until it finally builds up enough to where it builds up some momentum and then just kind of rushes across the plateau. So we'll see a very dramatic temperature drop going from the 40s to the 20s in minutes, and then on down into the teens, and then on down to zero by the time it's all said and done by Friday morning. Friday, 30% chance for flurries that morning, 7 with northerly winds. I have us going below zero Friday night. I'm very confident that we're going to go below zero Friday night, and we'll still have some wind to go along with that. It's going to be brutally and dangerously cold. Then we warm up to 13 on Saturday, 21 on Christmas Day. So I've updated the timing. I'll have this in the blog update tonight as well, so you can look this over even more. I've put a lot of work into this. I did this last winter and everybody loved it, so I'm doing it again this year for the winter weather. Again, the biggest change on this particular timeline is bumping that to 8 p.m. to midnight for the passage of that Arctic front coming across the Cumberland Plateau. You folks will get it first in Cookeville and Livingston. Then it'll ease on down to maybe Jamestown, and then it'll start finally impacting Crossville lastly. So, and then on to Crab Orchard and Westall, and then on down into the Valley of East Tennessee. And it'll probably kind of rush into the Valley of East Tennessee with some pretty good momentum too. It now looks like that once that front is passing over, winds could gust as high as 40 miles an hour. So the winds will increase immediately behind the front. The precipitation will change to snow immediately behind the front. Probably get some pretty good burst of snow. You know, the inch or so that you get is probably going to come within the first couple of hours or so of that frontal passage. Then it'll start tapering off as the air dries out in that very cold Arctic air. and then we'll be left with little bitty flurries and the real dry snow as we call it. Beyond this, going into Friday, Saturday, Christmas, it's just dangerously cold. We're going to have some sunshine finally, but we're sure that roads are probably going to have some impacts even at that point, so we'll be mindful of that. I have a full blog update tonight as well that you can check out and look for even more graphics and whatnot and see my thoughts on other things. But I'll keep you all posted. I'm watching this all very, very closely. You just keep it all right here at meteorologistsmart.com.